Ja, in der letzten Folge haben wir jede Menge Informationen gesammelt, sind auf den Quark-Server getroffen, beziehungsweise haben uns Informationen geholt. Jetzt müssen wir mal gucken, was wir so machen können. Wir können auch, glaube ich, mit dem reden oder so. Aber mal gucken. Wir werden uns jetzt erstmal Captain Vasco vorstellen. Ja, los. Ich hätte ja auch noch eine Quest für uns. Ich will erstmal gucken, dass ich alle Quests annehme und dann, ja. Hafenviertel. Leck, ja. Es leckt manchmal so ein ganz kleines bisschen, aber... Ich weiß nicht. Wer bist du denn? Sprich... Was? Der Kong... Hä?
But I still don't see Constantine at your side. I hope he hasn't been the victim of any foul play.
Don't worry. We'll find him in time for departure.
I certainly hope so. Would you be in need of my help in any way?
Diese Namen manchmal, ey. Nach seiner zukünftigen Rolle auf der Insel fragen.
What will be your official title on Tier 3D? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master.
Okay.
I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Na gut, dann reden wir jetzt mal mit dem Captain da unten.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Oh, ich bin jetzt ziemlich viele Fragen wieder.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 3D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse and noted on the manifest will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Weißt du, sie stehen vor ihnen und sagen, dass die Verzeichnisse fälschen wollen. Das sagen sie vor ihm. Das hört er doch. Gott. Okay.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
Na gut.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Können wir ihm vertrauen? Ich bin mal vorsichtig.
Nothing to bother yourself about. I'm just curious.
You wouldn't, by the sheerest of coincidences, be on the trail of a couple of heretics, Your Excellency. The same a couple of the ambassadors of Ptolemy's men have been looking for nigh on 2 days.
And so you know about that?
Of course. The Cardinal's henchmen are hard to miss, even in a crowd. And they were making quite a fuss, hoping we would cave in and help them in their hunt. Feel free to carry out your own investigation, but you'll end up with the same answers. The port brigs, just like the warehouses, are property of the Nauts. No one else may enter.
Na gut.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Okay.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Na gut, was haben wir hier noch?
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is seaborn. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Na gut.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofredi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Gut, wir haben jetzt sehr viele Informationen gesammelt, über die verschiedenen Quests hier. Haben wir, glaube ich, mehrere. Ich weiß gerade nicht so wie viele. Mal gucken. Finde heraus, wo du den finden kannst. Ja, wir haben jetzt hier 4 Nebenquests. Manipuliere das Logbuch, vertreibe die Wachen des Lagerhauses. Fahre den Schleuser. Fangen wir mal hier mit der ersten an. Guck mal, ist direkt da vorne. Bin bestimmt schon an einigen Sachen vorbeigelaufen. Der von anderen Fraktionen kontrollierte Zonen. Diese Zone steht unter der Kontrolle einer anderen Fraktion. Hier ist der Zutritt zu bestimmten Bereichen verboten. Mit einem Kostüm der Fraktion kannst du die Wache täuschen. Du kannst außerdem versuchen zu schleichen. Doch wenn eine Wache dich entdeckt, kann dies eine gewaltsame Reaktion provozieren, den Ruf dieser Fraktion und deinen Ruf bei dieser Fraktion schaden. Okay, ich verstehe. Das ist cool. Was haben wir denn hier noch?
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Schleichen uns rein. Warum leckt das Ding gerade so, ey?
If you wore a Norg uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Einer leckt noch. Erledige sie. Nice. Zylinder, ne? Okay. Ja. Oh. Oh, nice. Gut, dass wir Schlossknacken gelernt haben. Was haben wir denn hier alle? Mal gucken. Kann ich ihm eigentlich irgendwie zu befehlen zu warten? Mal gucken.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. But I thought you were referring to another kind of company. And to be honest, you and Constantine aren't exactly my type. Anything else?
I must leave you.
Hat er... Nein, hat er nicht, oder? Hab ich nie angebaggert, oder? Ah, na gut. Oh. Können wir eigentlich die Sachen verkaufen? Mann, ich bin mir nicht mal sicher, ob wir das alles brauchen hier. Mal schauen. Hier ist anscheinend nichts mehr. Kann wir hier nicht irgendwo rein vielleicht? Hier so drüber klettern? Ne. Mal was.
I've seen a few escapes in my time.
Are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question? If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing to Leme. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Ja, mal schauen. Also.
I don't have the key.
Tschüss, man sieht sich.
To my help!
Oh,
And death to the others!
Alter.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Oh, ja, aber sie haben uns angegriffen. Und außerdem haben sie Schlüssel. Na gut. Hat sich da zumindest etwas gelohnt. Und mir hat das überhaupt nicht gejuckt, ja. Wenn ich mal eben ihre Kollegen hier abgemuckst hab.
Come on now. Let me out. You promised. Please. Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Kann ich mit jemandem reden?
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Okay. Na gut.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Can't you make an exception?
No? Sorry, sir. Move along, please. Now!
Very well. I'm going.
Orders haven't changed, you know. No one passes.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Damn, we didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
The path is clear. We should notify the men.
Ja, leicht zu überzeugen. Oh, wow, ist nice. Ja, gut. Was haben wir hier noch? Nach oben. Okay, ja, mit euch sind Zeit.
Damnation, we've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, Saint Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced Saint Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Einerseits, klar, in dieser Zeit waren die Kätzer. Andererseits denke ich mir, jeder hat irgendwie das Recht, anders zu denken, anders zu glauben, was er möchte. Und wenn sie halt irgendwelche Schriften finden und diese veröffentlichen wollen, ist ja Meinungsfreiheit. So, also so habe ich das jetzt verstanden, dass sie mal etwas gefunden haben, über diesen heiligen Matthäus, glaube ich, oder Lucius, Ja, gut, ich würde sagen, ich würde sie gehen lassen, weil sie sind Kätzer, Ausrufezeichen weiß ich nicht, also ich lasse sie
It
gehen.
doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler, and he'll certainly be in touch. He or another member of his band. Be careful, and safe travels.
Thank you, my lord. You are a man of noble heart. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
So. Was kann ich jetzt noch machen?
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Kann ich irgendwie eine Markierung setzen? Gut. Wir könnten jetzt erstmal zum Logbuch von... Wo kommen wir denn hier hin? Ich würde jetzt... Warte mal. Jetzt nochmal nach hoch. Gucken, ob hier oben noch was ist. Seht da Leute, hier ist nämlich auch noch was. So, und hier ist wieder runter, ja. Hier ist nämlich auch noch was. Nice. Ich werde wahrscheinlich eh nicht alles finden, da ich mal Sachen gerne übersehe. Aber gucken. Das Logbuch scheint hier drin zu sein.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authority. They keep the official documents upstairs.
To mine! And death to the others!
Oh,
You're wounded! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
er ist tot. Wir sind Nummer 2. Nice. Jede Menge Gold und Munition dabei. Nice. Hinten ist so eine Kiste. Ich bin so froh, dass ich das hacken können. Ne? Wir haben wohl den richtigen Klassenbaum als Anfang gewählt. Was haben wir hier noch? Hier ist auch noch was. Dann. Eine bessere Ausrüstung gefunden, ne? Aber hier haben wir Chance auf Beute. Ist das diese... Wir hatten ja noch einen Punkt, wo wir uns als Snout verkleiden konnten, ne? Ich lasse die Rüstung erstmal so, ne? Ich wollte nicht eigentlich nur eine Waffe wechseln. Warte mal. Giftfalle. Tränke. Ging das nicht irgendwo? Wunderbar. Konnte ich nicht irgendwie... Ach, keine Ahnung. Was haben wir hier noch? Ein Messer und Helm. Den können wir mal anziehen, glaube ich. Intuition +1. Ach, da fehlt uns auch so. Okay, das können wir gar nicht erst anziehen. Okay, hier geht's mal weiter. Was haben wir denn hier? Ein Wert. Oh. Untersuchen.
Here's the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Hafen, ach so, lol. Wir hätten es hier reinschleichen können. Okay, nice. Dann haben wir ja, glaube ich, so gut wie alles hier, ne? So, was müssen wir jetzt noch machen? Informiert die Träger. Wir müssen doch jetzt noch zurück, oder? Quacksalber. Kätzer, ja. Ja gut, das haben wir nicht gemacht. Informiert die Botschaft. Versuche das Verschwinden. Dann gehen wir erstmal hier raus und dann gucke ich nochmal auf die Karte. Okay, haben wir hier noch? Na gut, da gehe ich jetzt mal dahin.
Captain, sir, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Okay. Ah, okay, dann haben wir das auch erledigt. Sprich mit dem Quartiermeister. Okay, dann müssen wir jetzt noch mit dem Quartiermeister sprechen. Hier müssen wir auch noch mal jemanden informieren. Machen wir jetzt mal das hier, würde ich mal sagen. Ich werde die gleich alle auf einmal abgeben, aber erstmal... Gott, warum leckt dann das gerade so? Hinten ist noch was. Boah, das ist echt manchmal unschön, diese kurzen Ruckler. Ich werde ja nicht schnell, aber erstmal einen kleinen Cut machen und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Bis dahin. Tschüss.